KBRFradio.com News, I'm Sidian, and this is the weekly news recap, brought to you by Fergus Falls Monument, online at foreverstonmemorial.com, memorials that matter. Snowfall totals varied around the area from Tuesday's winter storm. Fergus Falls received 5 inches of snow, and Fergus tops the list with 9 inches, 7 inches reported in Ottertail, 6 inches in Deer Creek, 5.5 inches fell in Frazee and Alexandria, and Wadena got 5 inches. Detroit Lakes and St. Cloud reported 4.5 inches, and Moorhead and Perham received 4. The State Patrol responded to 156 crashes from noon until 9 Tuesday, 220 vehicles off the road, and 15 injury crashes. A school bus rolled near Star Lake during Tuesday's snowfall. The Ottertail County Sheriff's Office says that around 1:37 Tuesday afternoon, an Ottertail coach's school bus rolled in the ditch on 380th Street in rural Dent. Deputies say that the bus went into the ditch due to the snow-covered roads and limited visibility. The bus was occupied by only the driver and 1 juvenile, and neither were injured in the accident. A semi-driver is hurt after 2 semis collided on I-94 in Fergus Falls Wednesday afternoon. State troopers say both semis were heading west on the interstate when they collided. One of the drivers, a 38-year-old man from Virginia, was transported to Lake Region Healthcare for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries. The other driver was not injured. The State Patrol report says the road was icy at the time of the crash. The Fergus Falls Police Department is offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to the location of missing and endangered person, 44-year-old Joshua Ard. Joshua is 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighs 220 pounds, and has brown hair and brown eyes. The family has not seen or heard from Joshua since late June. Anyone with information on Joshua's whereabouts is asked to call the Fergus Falls Police Department. The Fergus Falls Police Department is warning of a new phone scam. Police say scammers are calling local businesses saying they are from Ottertail Power Company and telling them they owe money for an unpaid bill. If you receive a suspicious phone call or believe you may have been scammed out of money, contact the Fergus Falls Police Department. M-State is expanding its online cannabis career certificate program offerings. This week, the college announced updates to its original 3 certificate programs and launched 3 new options, doubling the number of cannabis programs available to students. M-State became the first 2-year college in Greater Minnesota to offer cannabis education when it partnered with Green Flower in January of 2024. The initial programs were in cannabis cultivation, retail, and extraction and product development. M-State says that now, in response to evolving workforce demands, those original programs have been updated with fresh curricula, and 3 new certificates have been added: Cannabis Associate, Cannabis Compliance Specialist, and Medical Cannabis Specialist. The classes are online, non-credit courses through Workforce Solutions, meaning a person doesn't have to be enrolled at M-State to take the courses. 3 siblings from Rothsay are being recognized for their outstanding conservation efforts by West Ottertail Soil and Water Conservation District. Marshall O., Landon O., and Ali Berg have been named this year's West Ottertail SWCD Outstanding Conservationists of the Year. Farm Bill technician Jacob Nelson says the recognition should come as no surprise, as their family has a history of outstanding land stewardship. Their father, Orland O., won the same award back in 1993. After the siblings took over the day-to-day operations of the farm, they noticed a few neighbors had been implementing cover crops and strip-till practices on their fields. Their curiosity led them to attend several soil health meetings, and in 2017, they decided to try their hand at planting cover crops on their wheat fields after harvest. After realizing the potential value the cover crops had for cattle feed, they started planting wide-row corn, interseeding cover crops, and integrating livestock on their fields. They have also converted to strip-till and no-till practices. Some of their tillable acres have been seeded into perennial pastures, and the use of full-season annual forage mixes helps extend the grazing season. The stockpiled forages and the use of bale grazing have helped reduce winter feed costs. Ultimately, Nelson says the siblings' decision to implement these practices has helped them increase yields, improve soil health, and reduce labor and input costs. This has been the Weekly News Recap, brought to you by Fergus Falls Monument, online at foreverstonmemorial.com, memorials that matter. For KBRFradio.com News, I'm Derek Sidian. Tune in at 5 o'clock every Friday afternoon on KBRFradio.com or on the Fergus Now app to stay up to date with local news. Find more stories on KBRFradio.com. Sign up for email news sent right to your inbox, delivered by Cooper's Office Supply.